So here's the thing. I'm doing another Instagram live here. My goal is to do an Instagram live every Sunday night and Wednesday night. I accept the fact that 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be performing in front of 0 to 1 people, and the problem is that I really don't want to have a conversation with someone. All I want to hear is laugh or not laugh. That's the problem I'm having. Like I tried going on this thing, the Stereo app, and it pairs me with somebody else, and the two of us have a conversation, and other people can listen to that conversation. So it's like social media meets a talk show, and I really struggled with that because I realized that when I'm talking to another person, I have to accept that the other person is a human being, and I have to accept their opinions. And as an only child, I can't abide. I want to be 100% in control. That's why I like Instagram Live. Even though 0 to 1 people may be watching, I can still be the loudest person in the situation. So that's thought. That's something. That's good. And I just said which I hate saying. I hate when I have an in what I'm saying. It's very unfocused. People who teach Shakespeare and the Toastmasters would all get on me for having the in the sentence. And if I really focus and I don't have any I feel like I'm more powerful. Though the reality is I'm probably just as powerless as I was before, but I feel better. So there you go. Why am I screaming? Because I'm frustrated. I'm beyond frustrated. I am frustrated with my life. I do want to be in a relationship. I want to be in a loving relationship. I want to be in a loving relationship where we have sex once every 2 to 3 weeks, because that's about as much as my body can take. Simple, missionary sex once every 2 to 3 weeks on either a Friday night or a Saturday night so I can sleep in the next morning. That is what I want. A loving relationship with missionary-style sex once every 2 to 3 weeks. We can go to once every 6 months, depending. I don't ask for much. But the problem is, I don't want to do what needs to be done to get to that point. I don't want to go out there. I don't want to go on a date. I don't want to introduce myself to somebody as a stranger and try to chalk up a conversation. Because anything I say in that conversation is going to be a lie. Because what I'm doing right now, this is how I feel. I feel this pissed off right now, all the time. I'm like the Hulk. I'm always angry, except I don't turn into the Hulk. It just folds inward, and then I have bladder problems at 39. This could be partially inspired by me having listened to Lewis Black today. This could be why I'm screaming. I did the again. This could be why I'm screaming. But it was refreshing to listen to him. It was refreshing to listen to somebody yell. And perhaps I'm inspired because I feel like yelling too. I hate everything. I hate everyone. I'm in no mood to be cheered up. And let me tell you something. The fact that 0 people are watching this Instagram, I would almost prefer this to 5 people who are going to give me their damned opinions about their damn things. I'm checking in with myself to see if I feel better, and I don't. Oh, I am tired. I'm not eating well. I'm going to continue to not eat well, too. I should be eating vegetables. I should be eating just vegetables. I've had too much red meat in the past 3 days, and that's why I feel terrible. Because of this red meat. that I've been having. But I've been having the urge to have red meat. Somebody told me red meat has vitamin D, and vitamin D is good against COVID. So I can survive COVID just long enough to then have a heart attack. Perfect. I also can get vitamin D from the sun. I've been trying to take walks during the day, get 30 straight minutes of sunlight, so that I can proceed to be run over while I'm taking the walk in the middle of the day. Perfect. It's going well. See, this is what I like. Maybe one or two people watch. They give me a smiley face that hopefully indicates they're enjoying themselves, and I can deal with that. But when it's a situation where I have to talk to somebody else, and we're on equal footing, and they can give me their opinion, I don't want it anymore. I don't want anyone's opinion anymore. I'm 39 years old. I'm an idiot, but at the same time, I already have seen everything, and that's why I'm an idiot. Fine, I accept that. I don't want to change anymore. Whatever your opinion is, it's wrong. Can I just be that person? No, I can't be that person. It's not allowed for me to be that person. I can't be that person. I have to be open-minded and compassionate. I have to be open-minded and compassionate and listen to people and listen to their point of view and agree with their point of view, or at least on face value agree with their point of view, and say things like, I respectfully disagree. I hate that phrase. Whenever I use that phrase, do you realize whenever I use that phrase, I mean the exact opposite of that phrase? The fact that I have to say respectfully is the tip-off that I am, in fact, have no respect for your opinion. Otherwise, I would simply say I disagree. I respectfully disagree is bullshit. I respectfully disagree equals I really disagree with you, but I'm afraid you're going to beat me up, so I'll throw in the word respectfully. I want to make another thing clear, too. This is a question that has come up. A question that has come up. Just because I do not practice the religion of Judaism, that does not mean that I am not Jewish. Case in point, the face. That's number one. Number two, it's a culture. And I identify as Jewish. And I believe I should be allowed to identify as Jewish. And the fact that I don't practice the religion of Judaism, which already makes me feel guilty, is in and of itself quintessentially Jewish. So get off my back. I am Jewish. I don't know what to tell you. Take it or leave it. So, things bother me. I have to lie about things not bothering me. But everything bothers me. Everything bothers me. I have an overactive bladder. It's probably not a problem, but it bothers me every single day because I'm afraid it could proliferate into something worse. I think it's an overactive bladder. My doctor thinks it's probably an overactive bladder, but doesn't know for sure. Do you know what it's like to have a urologist say, there's so much we don't know? Why? Why do we not know this about what is it, 3 tubes? 2 or 3 tubes. It's tubing. It's plumbing. How do we not know? Why have we not figured this out yet? That's what I need to figure out. 9 minutes in. 0 people watching on Instagram at this point. There was one person who was watching briefly, but left, walked out. That's a walkout. I don't know how to take that. I don't know if they were just being polite when they applauded. Here's the question for my mental health. If nobody is watching me do the Instagram live, should I be doing the Instagram live? Am I creating a self-perpetuating depression circle. That's what I got to figure out. That's what I got to suss out, my friends. That is what I got to suss out. I'm tired. I'm tired and I'm angry. Maybe I could... and I'll tell you what I'm doing right now. The reason why I'm looking at the time is because I want to go get an acai bowl, which is not healthy for me. There's too much sugar in it. I don't even get that much acai. I mostly get fruit and then some Oreo toppings. It's not the worst thing I could eat, but they're a lot better. In order to get there, I have to get there by 10 p.m. That's when they close. I need to leave by 9:20. So that's why I don't want to go any longer than 20 minutes. Right now, we're at 10 minutes and 47 seconds. Am I having second thoughts about never doing this podcast with somebody else? No, I'm not. It's a rant. You can take it or leave it. I hate listening to podcasts like this. That's the irony of this. I do. I would rather listen to a conversation. But usually it's a conversation between one or two famous people. And I don't know any famous people. And I don't want to do that. I want the podcast to stand on its own. And it is standing on its own in front of 0 people. Maybe one person from Spain. Other things that bother me? Well, I want to stick on the irritable bowel. Oh, yes, the irritable bowel syndrome that I have. Probably. Again, I think they call it irritable bowel syndrome, and what they really mean when they say irritable bowel syndrome is, well, you're not dying, but at the same time, you're not living well. We don't know what it is. So we'll just say the bowel is irritable. Doesn't matter what I eat. I think it's stress. I've been very stressed lately, and it doesn't matter what I eat. I cannot digest. So when I get to that point, then I say to myself, all right, well, if it doesn't matter what I eat, I'm going to eat crap. Because if anything I eat is like this, I may as well enjoy it when it's going down. Or when it's going in. If either way coming out is going to suck, I may as well enjoy it when it's coming in. Plus même chaud. That's the worst French you'll ever hear. No, plus ça change, plus ça le même chaud. The more things change, the more they stay the same. I think I've always had irritable bowel. I've always been stressed. I've never not been stressed. Somebody said there was a time in your life when you were not afraid. Something happened to cause the fear. That doesn't make any sense to me. I think we were born afraid. When was the last time a baby came out of the womb and they were that relaxed? I mean, isn't the crying fear or some, reaction to birth? That's not all right, guys, I'm here, let's do this. Maybe it is. What do I know? 0 people are watching. 0 people are continuing to watch. I'm going to try something right now. I'm going to keep recording this podcast, but I'm going to end the live thing here on Instagram. I'm going to end that, and I'm going to delete this video because I don't like proof that 0 people are watching. And I'm going to go onto my Facebook, and I'm going to try live on Facebook. And I want to see, here's my experiment. I want to see if by going on Facebook, there might be a few more people watching than if I was on Instagram. So to reiterate, the first 10 minutes of this was on Instagram, and the second 10 minutes of this, or 6 minutes of this, as the case may be, going to be on Facebook. That's the plan. And I can't do that because it keeps trying to connect. So this could be a problem. Maybe this is why no one was watching, because it wasn't connected. How is there poor internet signal? I'm on Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi should be great. This is going to be a podcast in which I spend the entire podcast trying to get on Instagram Live. Fantastic. It's still trying to connect. Poor wireless connection. How can there be a poor wireless connection? All right, so now I'm exiting out, and I'm checking my wireless connection. I do want the podcast to reflect this. Yeah, the Wi-Fi's fine. I'm going to try starting the live video one more time, and then I'm going to... All right, you want to know what bothers me? Live video. Yep, trying to connect due to poor wireless connection. It's a poor wireless connection. This could be the reason why no one's watching. Well, I'm going to keep talking, and if somebody chimes in, somebody chimes in. And I'm going to let go. I'm going to let go and let God. That's what he said in Love Guru. Mike Myers, let go and let God. That's what I'm doing. I'm letting go and I'm letting God. And God's response is, nobody's home. Nobody is home. Now, as I'm on my Facebook Live, my Instagram is saying, hey, you should follow these people. I'm busy, Instagram. I'm trying to build a following. And failing miserably. I am so angry. I cannot begin to tell you how angry I am. I hate everyone. So I know that I'm the problem, okay? I know that I'm the problem, but I hate everyone today. I can find a way to hate everyone in this state of mind. The Buddha could walk up to me and say, I bless you, and I have the way to enlightenment. And I would tell the Buddha, get out of my face! Stop levitating like you know what you're talking about. Even though he does know what he's talking about, even though he is levitating. I would still scream that in his face. And I'd totally accept that I am the problem. The Buddha is fine. The Buddha is a very nice Buddha. He's just levitating, not bothering anybody. Just levitating, being himself. And I am so pissed off right now, he could be sitting there levitating, making no noise, and if I was sitting next to him, I would turn to him and go, knock off the racket! Here's what I've noticed, by the way. I just want to report this, if you're listening to this after the fact on the podcast. I went to Instagram Live, one person watched, went to Facebook Live, and then they left. I went to Facebook Live, one person watched, and then they left. Maybe the universe is trying to tell me something. And to that I say, I don't care. I will do this for nobody. This is where I'm at in my life. I would rather do this for nobody than go into a situation where I have to compromise. You see this? You see what you're listening to right now and what you're watching right now, if anyone is watching. You know what this is? You know what this is? This is artistic integrity. That's what this is. Integrity with the capital I. That is what this is. Oh, now someone's watching. All right. So much for integrity. So I've been recording for 18 minutes and 58 seconds. I'm not sure what I've been recording. I'm rocking back and forth nervously. I'm not going to stop rocking back and forth nervously. If it makes you nervous, good. You should be nervous. There's a lot that we should be nervous about. Apparently, we only bought 5 doses of the vaccine. We need 300 million. We just bought 5. That's not true. I read the article. They said that they thought they were going to be able to make more, and there were problems with the supply chain. Problems with the supply chain. Fantastic. This is... And speaking of which, I keep reading articles about how the FDA is going to approve emergency authorization of the vaccine. And they're going through an emergency authorization procedure. Can we just skip the procedure? Go. Just go. Go. 1, 2, 3, go. Just go. Why do we have to approve emergency authorization? Isn't the act of approving emergency authorization, aren't we just collectively saying with emergency authorization, we accept the fact that we're rushing this and this is probably going to be bad? Why even go through that? Just ship it out there. Put it in the Cheerios. Dump it in the water. Get it out there. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I've gone back down to 0 people watching. That is the case. It's been 20 minutes now I've been doing this podcast. I've gone on 2 social media platforms where one person has watched for a second and then left. This could be my greatest podcast. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I've been averaging, apparently, 6 to 8 people listening to this podcast. In order for the joke to work, I should be able to upload this podcast, and one person should kind of listen to it, and nobody else. If more than one person listens to it, you're ruining the joke, people. You're ruining the pattern. All right, I'm done.